Hi, and welcome to episode... No, is this 4 or 5?
5.
This is episode 5 of In the Garden for 2024.
5.
There you go. But it's 2024.
Yep. So, it is.
Yeah.
And
so
all year it will be that too.
What a surprise. So we're sitting here in the air conditioning because guess what? It's got hot again.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a break. It's either hot or it's wet or it's hot. And there just doesn't seem to be anything in between.
Except when we were in Tasmania, that was like 17s to 20s, and so that was
I
pleasant.
was meaning here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Tasmania was very pleasant.
So, you would have seen Tasmania in the last episode. There's none of it this time. We're all in the garden. We've got a few things going on. We have got to go to Brisbane in the second week. I don't know if there'll be any footage of that. I actually have an event down there that we're attending.
We're going to buy a new bit of kit that will turn up in the show.
Yes, very exciting. I'll let you wait and see what that is. Apart from that, we're just sort of sitting here melting. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Again, I'm getting good at that.
So I was back to work this last week, and so not much during the week in gardening, so all to the weekends again.
That's it. All right, we'll see you throughout the episode.
Bye.
Bye. Well, as you know, a couple of months ago, I scattered a whole heap of seeds in these beds. We haven't had a huge take, but what we do have, look at that beautiful zinnia and hollyhocks, and these are amaranth. These ones are called Love Lie Bleeding. Isn't that pretty? So they're only going to get bigger. And we're over here. Got a few other things. We've got, not really sure what that is, and then marigolds, but I have more amaranth, and they grow, as I said, quite large. And these ones have got this cascading red sort of a seedy head, so that's really lovely. I'm actually quite pleased. It's that time of the month again where we get a box that gets delivered to our house. For the last nearly 12 months, we've been participating in a thing called CSA, which is Community Supported Agriculture. The idea is that by buying direct from the farmer, we're getting quality value, quality meats. We're also getting, we're not having to go to the shops to buy our meat. It's less food miles, less handling, and better value. So I thought I'd do the unboxing today on camera. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. We never know quite what we're going to get. It's not like we choose the cuts. The cuts are chosen for us by the farmer. So we have here at the top a packet of lamb loin chops. Ooh, yum. 2 pork shanks. Pork shanks? Lamb shanks, sorry. Oh dear. More neck chops. I mean, that's good. We'll use those over winter. Another packet of lamb shanks. Nice. More ham. We have quite a bit of ham at the moment in the freezer, but that's good. There are times where we don't have ham. You know, we'll have a backup. But also they're really good, you know, ham, cheese and tomato toasted sandwiches, or if I'm making pizza or something like that. So I will get through a fair bit. More lamb cutlets. We've got here, ooh, yum, pork ribs. One thing I do find with the pork ribs, though, is they're a little bit light on the meat. I ended up doing 2 packets instead of the 1 because there's, as I said, not a lot of meat on these. They're quite small, but they're really tasty. A little tiny shoulder roast that'll do Mark and I for a meal or 2. We have bacon, yum. Don't need to go to the shops anymore and buy bacon because we get bacon every month with our pack. We have pork mince, so 2 packets of pork mince. Oh, nice. Spare ribs. I do like a good spare rib. And then we have a pork belly flat, so that'll be nice. We have here some pork chops, They're always welcome because you will get 2 nights out of that packet. There's 4 in there, and they're a nice meaty pork chop. And we have here a pork leg roast and a pork loin roast. So there is about 10 kilos of meat here. So that one's 1.7, 1.3, 478 and 464 grams. 1.13, 700 grams of spare ribs. They'll be really super yummy. There's about a kilo in the ribs. 758 grams of neck chops, and as I said, they'll be good in winter. I've actually got, I don't know, that gives us about 3 packs now. So 600 grams of loin chops there, 500 of lamb cutlet, the pork mince, so 500 and 500, so there's a kilo there in pork mince, 800 and nearly 900 grams there. We have just over 500 grams of bacon. I will start collecting as the year goes on, so I'll have enough for Christmas. And then, like, obviously Easter and everything else. 500 grams of shoulder ham. That is a really nice value ham. And an 800 gram mini roast. As I said, that'll do us 1 night for dinner. So that's about 10 kilos there. It actually costs us $205. But that's because we have an ongoing subscription. This is, they call it the Middle Farmer. This is the Firebreak Farm Pack. They go to the Powerhouse in Brisbane once a month. And then in the South Burnett, they actually do, once a month, they do the delivery, which is really good because it means they come to me. I don't need to do anything. It's handled all the way from the farmer to me. Best way to do it. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. This is a bit of a longer break, but I just thought it'd be good to give you an update on what's going on with our CSA. So last weekend, we planted a couple of lily pillies and a bunya pine, so we're just making sure they're getting watered today. The weather's turned incredibly hot again. It's up and down and up and down and up and down. Today's been mid-30s again, so I think that's about the 80s Fahrenheit from memory. I'm not real good with the conversions. Doing the conversions.
To what? Lovely.
Centigrade.
Fahrenheit to centigrade.
Yeah, Celsius.
Yeah, I suppose we're about 70s, 80s.
Be 80s, I would
80s.
say. It was mid-30s today. Yep. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so I'm actually out the front. This is sort of an update. I showed you the amaranths and things about midweek. We went up to Bunnings today, and I've got some holes in here, and I'm not looking for anything permanent, because I actually want to put roses into these 2 beds at the front. But I am looking to fill some of the gaps. So today I've gone and I've bought, not a lot, there's about 11 celosias in that pack, maybe 12, and a couple of marigolds. So the idea, the marigolds mirror what I've got on the other side. The celosias will be planted out between the 2 beds. As I said, there's about 11 in there. They grow reasonably large. They get really pretty flowers on. And the idea being that I actually want a flash of colour at the front gate. So I'm going to put these in now. Look at that amaranth. Yay! That's looking really impressive. And they only get bigger and longer. So we should have lovely colour here in the next month or so. Okay, so they're in. So over here, I'll come a bit closer. So the idea being that it looks a bit higgledy-piggledy, but it's not really. I mean, everything that went in there was a chosen seed. But anyway, that should allow for a flash of colour. One thing I do need to do is I need to put a sign up to tell the post lady to stop putting the mail actually in the garden bed, because that actually doesn't assist very much. But anyway, that's life.
Okay, we haven't had the pond for too much, and oh my goodness, I've got to get the whippersnipper out. We didn't get to the edging the other day. I just topped it up with water again. The grass is going everywhere. So we've got a latest addition, 2 little vincas. They're just pretty bog standard, but they're good old plants. They keep chugging along normally. So the colas is going along well. So everything's looking. I think Nicola said in one of hers just before that it's so dry, and it is. So the colas has been going really well actually. The fern struggled over there, but he's hanging in there. So yeah, the water plants are going well. The canna lilies are yes and no. I gave him a bit of fertiliser last week, trying to help. I don't think the ground has got much in it besides half a forest of wood chip. But anyway, yeah, we'll get there. So yeah, no, it's a couple more in, see if we can get a bit of colour, get it all covered in bushy.
Okay, these are my sweet potato slips. Now, I've had these growing in here for about 4 or 5 weeks. Literally all I did is I waited to see which sweet potatoes were starting to grow their little stalks, and then I just carefully peel them back, and they go into here in water. Now, I've been cutting off any dead pieces too, so that we're getting the best possible strike. So like this one here, you can see the top has died, but that's all the leaves. And if you have a look at the roots, they're quite established. So every one of these has been done, including this little one. He's only got one little leaf, but he's quite happy. These will all, or the plan is to get them all out tomorrow into the ground so that they can start. Now, you'll see here, you've got a little dried patch. That's actually not a bad thing either. So sweet potatoes generally will start anywhere that they touch the dirt. So I would imagine probably what we'll do is we will cover all of the green, so that we'll get multiple sweet potatoes off each of these. We already have sweet potatoes in there. The idea is the bed where the sweet potatoes are, we're going to make that a permanent sweet potato bed. So having lots of new happy little sweet potatoes to go in is a great thing. Now, yeah, they do actually need some nutrients and what have you. It's another reason why getting them out now is essential, but this growth is actually reasonably happy. I mean, like, they're not that colour. That's a really happy sweet potato leaf. But these are okay. We'll get them in and we'll let them go and they'll darken up. Right. What are you doing, Mr. Pitt?
I'm adjusting my hat.
Apart from that,
I'm about to open a box.
It is? I'm not showing it yet, so you got to tell them.
Sounds like... What would it sound like? Wood. Oh, gave it away. A wood splitter.
It is. It's a new wood splitter. So...
It's very heavy.
It is. It's actually 48 kilo of dead weight. Now,
I suppose it's not alive.
The thing with this was that we're getting older, unfortunately, as the case may be. So we needed to find a better way to split the wood. And some of the wood we've got is actually really quite hard.
What do you reckon? A?
Yeah, that was an A-frame leggy thing that he just held up. I'm sure he'll hold up another because they didn't see that.
Oh, what? Didn't they see it?
No.
Why not?
Because I had your legs.
Sorry, that's a bit sad.
There.
What do you reckon? Hey?
Anyway, so this is a purchase from yesterday. Why don't you just break the side of the box?
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, break the side of the box. And then, because I'll use that on the carrots. So yeah, so anyway, but it is really heavy. So it has wheels apparently, so we've just got to get it together, just as usual. Yes, it's got a flat tacky thing.
Mostly it's together.
Oh, that's even better.
By the looks of it. Just watch your foot.
Yeah, that foot
You might
is
want
away.
to pull back a bit.
Oh, I got to pull back a bit apparently. There we go. Oh yeah, I can see the wheels. Let's move my super expensive U-Butte new watering can.
Yeah, they do. Wing nut should be loosened 1 to 2 turns during use. Retighten when finished use. Says the hell does that.
So I don't think it's supposed to sit like that. Okay. So I've been given all the bits. Okay. So here we go. So then roll it over. That's the legs that it sits on, my darling.
We shall find out in a moment.
Yeah, no, it does, because it's on the picture.
It's a little bit hard without the book.
Mm.
And that was why. Anyway.
Okay.
If you want to do it, you do it.
I'll be back. Okay, here we go.
Okay, well that one's on finger tight. Just for the minute. Maybe. Yep. Thank you. You see them?
Mm-hmm.
It's all covered in grease and oil at the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what'd you say you need hydraulic oil?
Yeah.
Well, that's
This is a dipstick for changing or checking on it. So.
handy to know. So it'd have been handy to know when we were buying it.
I think I mentioned it when we looked at that second-hand one.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Mentioning it's different to knowing that you need it when you buy it. I would imagine.
Mm.
So we'll have to buy some hydraulic oil. And you have to supply your own Allen key.
Yeah. So the book said a 5 and an 8, and thankfully we've got Allen keys. We've got packets of them, so we were prepared for it. But I mean, you don't know if it's just this brand or what. But anyway, yeah, well, it's 48 kilo.
Yep.
So, all right, we're going to read a little bit more in the book, and then we'll be back to try it out.
All right, safety handle down, otherwise it doesn't work. And there it is.
So what kind of wood is that?
Whatever
Gum?
it is, gum.
Mm.
Hard to chop, stringy.
Well, they're forecasting storms this afternoon. I really wouldn't be surprised if we don't get it. It has been so humid this afternoon. What we have done though is, again, we've mowed again, as you can see. And Mark's out there with the whippersnipper just trying to get on top of some of the mess. Because everything's just really, really overgrown at the moment. A couple of other developments. Hang on, I'll take you down and show you the dragon fruit down here. The flowers have now died off, so we're on fruit watch, which is all very exciting. Just coming in so you can get a look. And there we go, there's the formation of dragon fruit. So once the flower dies, they say about 21 days to 4 weeks, and we should have dragon fruit. Apart from that, I've got a weed in there again. I need to put more more seed down. We're actually going to pull out what's left of the silver beet and put fresh down. I've got carrot seeds to go in. I've got sweet potato slips to go in. But the other big exciting news, and I'll take you along here, and everything's just so overgrown. As fast as we're cleaning it, it's growing and growing and growing. And I'm wondering, can you see them from here? Oh, there's one. There. And there's another, just there. And there's two more over there. And they're all starting to get to be a good size. So that's really good. The two blueberries that survived have come back. I'll just make it smaller. This lavender's really stressed, but as I said, the weather's really bad. So the one over there is doing quite well. We need to do a little bit of work on the grape because the grape and the pumpkin vine coming out of the composter have gone wild, and they've decided that they actually like each other and are best friends and want to be close forever. So anyway.
Hello. You're planting sweet potato.
I am actually. It's with this storm coming. So well,
You can sort of see it. Dark clouds.
We've got all these sweet potato slips, and I was thinking about something Mark said about how we'd have to put paper or grass or something over them, and we've got to make sure they get watered while we're away this next week. So I thought, well, in hindsight, it probably makes more sense.
They don't take a lot of trouble to get started, so just get them going a bit bigger before you put them out. Well, and then Dad always said, like, you cut, once they start growing, you cut them off at the joints because it's those, as you say, the slips that grow you your sweet potato.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably 10 in there. And they're just bits that I peeled off sweet potatoes. So I just wait till they grow the little leggy bit, and then I just peel it down along the side of the sweet potato and pop them straight in water. So our next batch, as we get more, I'll continue to do that, and we'll continue to grow more sweet potato slips. Okay, we've come out here. As you know, we've got lots and lots and lots of pineapples that we've been growing, and we've got another one to go in.
Only weed it last week.
Yeah, just with this weather, everything's just getting ahead of us, so. That one's already a double head.
Yeah, that was the one we pulled off.
Yeah, there was and that one's a double head there too.
He's got a. Well, they're going really well.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was this one here, wasn't it, that we brought, and it was, or was it that one?
That one.
That one. So it's what, about 4 or 5 years old?
Yeah, maybe 3. I was reckon 3, 4 in that range. Because we planted it at William Street, and it got frosted, and it would die, and then come back, and then die after the frost, and then come back, and then die after the frost.
That should almost do it.
And this one has got no hole in the bottom of the pot, so he's getting very, very wet.
I thought I'd taken his bung out, but okay, there you go, no bung. So there we go. So how many does that give us here now, just in this garden alone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8?
1, 2, 3.
9.
Well, that's a double, so do you count him as 2?
No, I'm counting him as 1 at the moment.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah.
So we have 9 in this bed. So we've decided we're going to call this our Hawaiian bed. So, because
Hate trees keep coming up.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that just is a constant job to keep on top of it right now, but we're starting to beat it back a bit.
If we get them through this year's winter, which they should up here,
hopefully next year we'll have flowers. Yeah. And flowers means pineapples. Okay. Well, on and up we go.
Now is that?
Well, we're back on the lounge and Mark's just moved my t-shirts.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been busy. It's really hot. There's a storm brewing, so
hopefully we'll get a bit of rain.
Oh, that would be so nice. What did we do this fortnight? We planted a pineapple.
Bought the wood splitter.
We did, and then we put it together and we had a go, and you got to see it in real life.
Split one log.
Yay! So hopefully, well, it won't be next weekend, it'll probably be the weekend after because we're away. But anyway, we'll get around to doing some more splitting, and hopefully we'll get most of that big pile out of the way.
Yeah, started to have a look at the bit of the pond area. That's, overgrown with grass, so there's a lot of work to do on that one.
Planted a bit more in the front beds, so which is really good.
Yep.
The lily pillies that we planted, I think that was the last video, are going really well.
There's a little pine tree.
Yeah, we went around, we've had a look at the fruit trees. We're going to have to do another fertilising. I think we're going to have a bit of a short, sharp hit at those over probably the next 6 weeks. We did some work on the roses because we got black spot again, and it's really bad.
We got a dead rose and a couple. So.
Oh, yeah. And then we got like a whole heap of suckers from the old roses that have come up. So we'll need to do some work in that area. What else have we done? I'm trying to think because it's just been a heap.
The pineapples are going really, really well.
The pineapples are going well. Oh, I showed you the dragon fruit and the actual fruit that are forming, and they're actually starting to thicken up already, which is great. No sign of a calf from Daisy yet, so there's still another couple of weeks to go, but you can live in hope that, you know.
So she is a bit demanding.
Oh, just slightly. You know, at about 3 o'clock, she's standing down by that trough, and if you're not there by 4, she starts stomping her foot on the trough. So, yeah, she's getting a bit used to this being fed twice a day. And before anybody says, you know, you shouldn't be, the biggest problem we've had is there's not a lot of nutrients at the moment in the grass. Like, we've got a lot of grass, but it's not really good quality grass. So we're trying to keep her protein up, particularly while she's gestating. And, you know, she's still getting a bit of hay here and there. I gave her some today. Mark tells me I spoil her. That's okay. I'm allowed.
Very good.
Okay, so on that note, we're going to leave you. But before we do, please take a moment. Please do like, do subscribe. Really important. Could you please share? We really need those shares. We really could do with more subscribers so that we can get the message out there about what we're doing. And you're not getting a sanitized version from us. You're getting our actual experience on the ground in real time. So we don't pretty it up. And when we mess up, you get to see them all. Okay. And on that note, if you've got any suggestions for us, any advice, we're always willing to hear. And we're going to go away now and have a shower because it's hot. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me. When we finished our filming yesterday, we were saying how hot it was. This is about 4:45 on Monday afternoon, and it's just pouring. I can actually see Daisy up the back, and she's strangely hoping to get fed. I'm not going out in this. I'm actually hiding under the veranda. But this has just started in about the last 15 minutes. And you can just see just everything is overflowing. It's just, the drains can't handle it. It's lightning and thunder. So I'm going back inside.